everyone, and this is Nikki K. Welcome to another episode where today, guys, I'm bringing you the Gemini full moon, which is on the 19th of December 2021. Now, this full moon in Gemini is at 27 degrees, so all of the mutable signs, Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Virgo, so if you're like late born, 27 to 30 degrees, you're all going to be affected. You guys are all going to feel this. And this is obviously, full moons are a time of endings. And the access to, because opposing the sun in Sagittarius, this is about, communication of the higher mind, which is Sagittarius, and the lower mind, which is Gemini. This full moon, guys, is about, daily communications, our siblings, neighborhoods, short distance travel. We also have Jupiter. We have a lovely conversation they're having with Jupiter, which is in Aquarius, is really bursting through. So this is bringing us a lot of harmony, which will also help us with the releasing. It'll feel a little bit more easier with the releasing. There can be some deep intensity to this as well. So like things that are not seen, we would like to really see it, really highly emotional, good or bad. There's also can be, this deep, intense emotional state that some of us could actually be feeling is obviously due to, it being December. It's a time of nostalgic. And obviously it's just in time for Christmas. There also can be some themes to do with like the occult and deep, really some really like deep, intense conversations. Some of these intense conversations could feel like it's that things that were not said are now going to be said, and this can really heighten up our emotional sensitivity, guys. So we're coming up, we are in Christmas season or in the holidays, wherever you are. And, people tend to like really get together. You haven't seen certain people that we've not seen in a long time. Or, if we're getting together with like friends and family, the conversations could be definitely flowing, but then things just get really intense. Yeah, there may be some arguments, but it's mostly to do with things that were not really said. But on the other hand, because Jupiter's involved, there can be some optimism, so any drama that happens, we can solve it really quickly. And, having like a kind of peace and harmony that, and also there's this also feeling that the sky is really the limit. I'm feeling very lucky in all things, from like getting a new job, this is great manifestation time. And also having some fun and being open to new ideas, and also being extremely open to like new possibilities that could be coming our way, as well as, being open into our minds. But also, definitely there can be some like highs and lows. Emotions tend to get very intense during like the Christmas season, like I said. Other energies that some of us could also be feeling during this full moon in Sagittarius is that, when it comes to like our work and daily routines, there's going to be this really strong urge for freedom and independence. And there can be, because Gemini is also about change. So there can be some changes that we either initiate or changes that come around us. And and also, even when it does come to like our working life, on our goals, some of us can decide that we want to learn like a new skill, or start working with things to do with like technology, broadcasting, also the media. Because of the changes, it can be really, because of the changes, should I say, some of us can find it hard to be very disciplined, because the changes come and also excitement comes. So we have a strong mind in what we want to pursue. And, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Gemini is very multitasking sign. So whatever we're going to be starting, we may not be able to finish it. So there can be like a lack of discipline, but ideas can definitely come really quickly. And in terms of, you know, how we want to like build our finances, um, there can be a lot of, you know, new ideas on how to, especially our finances. And, you know, and also we can also be in like, there can also be some energy, should I say, in deep thought, in, you know, how we want to build our finances, basically. Because finances, I feel it does play like a strong urge. For some reason, whenever it's December, there's always this thing about, you know, work and finances. And maybe it's because, you know, we're easing into Capricorn. And, you know, if things start to get a little bit too intense for us, you know, there can be some, you know, the energies we want to release, good or bad. It's really great that that one of the releases that I find will be good for this is, you know, connecting more to our deepest and personal relationships with our spouses, especially if you are coupled up for a very long time. You know, Venus is in Capricorn, and it does help with like communication, but taking things really slow and to the next level. And obviously, this is about devotion. So yeah, this can actually help ground the energies that 1 minute is very optimistic, next minute is very intense. And yeah, because it can feel a bit like a bit of a roundabout for a lot of us too. When it comes to the tarot cards for this, we have the 19th is the Judgment card. So, you know, the Judgment card, there'll be obviously some endings that happen, but we're also going to be making choices. And, you know, this is all about endings, so things need to be really thought out. This is what the Judgment card messages. Things need to be really thought out. And some of us could definitely be confused, but it's all about trusting our intuition. And when there are changes, changes definitely can be emotional changes too. So, you know, working with like your, you know, working with your intuition and trusting your emotional state. And this can also help with deep transformation. The other card that we have is the 27, it's 27 degrees, which adds up to the 9, which is a Hermit card. So on one hand, there's so many choices we want to do, there's so many changes, there's so many transformation that's going to be happening. But the Hermit card is also a time that some of us will want to be alone, and not just for ourselves, but, you know, just to help ground ourselves. You know, full moons can really be full on, but the Hermit is a great time for us to, you know, be calm. It's like the calm before the storm. So that could be to do with like writing down our thoughts, you know, getting really organized, you know, taking time out for ourselves, not just for ourselves, but like, yeah, for ourselves, but like in mind, body and soul. So, you know, the Hermit card is actually a great card for this eclipse, for this full moon. And the number 9 is about endings as well. So these two cards are going to be transforming in endings. And, you know, coming up to like the Christmas season, it gets so intense. There's so much excitement. Energies are all over the place. You want to be here, there, and everywhere. But sometimes we will be needing that alone time. We will be needing that time to listen to our thoughts and our actions, slow down if we are going here, there, and everywhere, and not being afraid to listen to like our inner guides too. So these cards are really perfect for it. So now, guys, I'm going to be doing the signs. And obviously, I'm going to start with Gemini, because Gemini, you are the star of the show. I'm also going to be pulling out a moon card as well for this, because I always like doing moon cards for the signs. So let's start with Gemini. So Gemini, this is in your first house, and you have Jupiter helping you with the release in action, which is going to be helping you expand your mind, what you need to release, what you need to, you know, let go of, what you need to bring in. I feel that your mind's going to be very, you know, your thoughts, your mind, your beliefs are going to be feeling very different now. This is a huge activation of, you know, transformation for you, Gemini. So it's about really thinking of what you want, what you need in terms of like your life, your goals, your career. You know, there also feels a bit like a positive energy that's going on for a lot of you Geminis, and it may feel like a long time coming. So there's so much for you to think about. There's so much for you to do. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you Geminis decided to like really set your New Year's resolutions for the next year, in 2022, because, you know, your mind's going to be expanded. It's going to be so big. You know, you can see what you can do for yourself, whether it's your partner as well, even for like your physical self. The first card you got is surrender to the divine, and it's a full moon card. So it's about surrendering. You know, even if you feel like you're second guessing in any way, surrender, because all will be well, all will go well. You know, even, you know, if there's some insecurity that comes up, Gemini, surrender to the divine, because anything you say or write or even ask, it can actually happen. Cancer, this is in your 12th house. Now, the 12th house for you, Cancer, is a very emotional time. You know, you're going to be feeling this a lot more than others. I think all the water signs will be feeling this, but for you, Cancer, especially because you're ruled by the moon. And, you know, your energies may not be there. It may be feeling very up and down. But still, regardless, you know, you're going to feel more of a deep psychic energy. You know, you got Jupiter in your 8th house, this lovely trine to Jupiter. So this is going to help with the deep transformation. There can be also a huge transformation when it comes to like your finances. Transformation when it comes to like debts, loans that you need to pay off, that even come your way. There could also be money coming in for a lot of you, because, you know, your intuition is going to be very strong. And also I see with a lot of you Cancers that, you know, the transformation is going to be an all-round thing, you know, especially the 8th house. There could also be you seeking guidance with any occult work, or speaking to people, you know, working on like your relationships as well. And yeah, it just feels like a very deep spiritual time. And some of you a lot of you Cancers wouldn't really mind being alone as well during this new moon. You know, I feel some of you may need to be alone because of the, you know, a lot of letting go, a lot of transforming that's going to be happening. So for you to be alone is going to be more or less a nothing. So the card that you have is a time to release negativity, and it's a full moon in Scorpio card. So anything that comes up, Cancer, it's time to really work through it. You know, like I said before, I feel some of you, it will take a while to let go. But if you're doing any spiritual work, meditation, I feel a lot of you also have done some work during the North Node being in your 12th house. So definitely continue doing that. Any negativity that comes up, you know, work with it. It can help you release. It can also help you ground yourself emotionally. Leo, this is in your 11th house. And for you, Leos, you know, you've got the lovely trine to your 7th house. So with your 11th house being activated, this is to do with, you know, groups, friendships and goals. So old friends may leave, old goals that you no longer need may leave as well. And this could also help you bring yourself closer when it comes to your relationship. You know, some of you could be, you know, really thinking that you want to be around people that are, you know, loyal, you know, people that are aligned with you. And, you know, there can be a bit more peace and harmony that you guys will be working with. You know, Saturn being in your 7th house is, you know, really doing the rounds in your relationship, but you can find a bit of a reprieve now. You You know, it could be a bit more peace, more harmony, a bit more clearer communication. And also this clearer communication can also help you see what you need when it comes to like your goals and your friendships. The card you have is Show the World the Real You, and it's a full moon in Aquarius card. So it's about showing the real you now, Leos, not being, you know, you're a sensitive sign, you know, you're ruled by your heart. So, you know, if people are used to a certain way, or even in your relationships, people, they're used to a certain way of you being, you're going to be showing a different side now. You're releasing the shackles that you have to people that don't understand you. And even in relationships, some of you may decide that something may not be working in relationship, but you want to change something. So it's all about showing the real you. The full moon in Aquarius card. So this is you seeking independence, Leo, seeking independence in all things that is binding you. Virgo, this is in your 10th house with the trine in your 6th house. So huge release in energy, Virgo, when it comes to like your career. You know, there could be you leaving a job, or, you know, wanting to work for yourself. I say this a lot because we are moving into an independent era. So this is about you thinking about, you know, what you like and what you don't like about in your job. You know, this could also be you thinking that, you know, there's certain things that you want in your life when it comes to like your routines and your health. So something may need to be let go because it's hindering your daily routines and your health in some way. You know, your health and your routines is very important to you. You know, you're ruled by the 6th house. This is your domain. So it's about you really thinking about what you need and what you don't need for your future. And the card that you have is Hold Your Vision. So your vision could be, I feel your vision is going to be very strong now, Virgo. Very strong vision. And you could, it's a fixed moon. So anything that you hold in your vision is going to be fixed. Like you're going to see it and you're just going to really go for it. It could be definitely a stubborn energy to this, you know, but you make the decisions by yourself. I don't feel a lot of you Virgos are going to be asking for advice in any way, especially when it comes to your career. This is your goals as well. This is about your status. So if you see yourself doing something completely different, hold that vision, because that's the way you should be going. So Libra, this is in your 9th house with the Jupiter in your 5th house. This is a lovely trine for you, Libra. You are on a roll. This could be you deciding to, you know, really learn something, really expand your mind to learning something. You know, your belief systems are changing, but also you want to be surrounded by creative people, because the 5th house is about your creativity. This could also give you a new sense of being, a new sense of, you know, your direction in life. And some of you may decide to like read up on like spiritual books. This could actually enhance your creativity in somehow. And also being around people that are very different to you. Some of you could decide that you probably for a long time you've wanted to learn something, and now you've got that energy and that oomph to actually do it. This could also be a lot of you deciding that, you know, you really want a lot more to life than what you're actually doing now. So if any of you have kids, or if you want to work with kids, this is a great time for you to be thinking about doing that. But also this is going to be showing more of a fun side to a lot of you Librans. And the card that you have is a fiery climax approaches. And it's a full moon in Aries card. And Aries, it rules your 7th house, which is actually your relationships. So anything you initiate now, anything you start, anything you actually end, it's going to be very fiery. It's going to be quick. It's going to be very sudden. This could even shock a lot of you Librans as well. You know, sometimes generally, some of you Librans, when you decide anything, it takes you a while. You can be in two minds, but you're going to be doing this very fast. Like you're going to be seeing, okay, this is what I've always wanted to do. I'm just going to do it without you even like second guessing yourself. So this is a time of supreme confidence for a lot of you Librans. Scorpio. This is in your 8th house, and you are actually ruled by the 8th house. So with this being the 8th house, you're going to be definitely, like all the water signs, you guys are working on your like deep transformation. And you have the trine in your 4th house. So this is about, you know, I feel that there can be some themes that come up for a lot of you Scorpions when it comes to like, you know, things to do with like the past. There could be conversations that happen during this time now with people from far away. This could also be with your mother, you know, people that you, or even like a mother-like figure. But essentially, Scorpions, you guys are going to be probably in hermit mode. You know, you probably want, like Cancer and Pisces, may want to be alone because there's stuff that's coming up, deep, intense stuff. And this is to do with like, you know, your money, your, you know, this is to do with deep psychological work. And this is also a lot, this is a lot for you to be doing some self-care as well, because emotions can be over the top, it could be overblown. So in order for you to get like your ducks in a row, this is a time of introspective, and this is a time for you to be working with your, you know, if you are in a relationship, this is the time for you to be having those conversations that you've not wanting to have. And these conversations could be to do with your past as well, or you could even find out some stuff from the past. But this could also help with your transformation too. So the card you have is you and your loved ones are safe, and it's a new moon in Cancer. So if you feel, you know, because you're ruled by the 8th house, this could be to do with, you know, the 8th house is about paranoia, it could be suspicion. So if you're feeling any of these energies, know that you and your loved ones are safe. Know that you are safe, Scorpios. Know that you are in a safe space to speak your feelings. Know you're in a safe space to speak about things in the past as well. But also, I feel for you, this will be great for you to be doing some like spiritual work, some investigating work, investigating about your roots and your past, but also investigating work for yourself. So this helps with transformation. Sagittarius, this is in your 7th house. Okay, we just come from the solar eclipse that was in your 1st house. So there is things that you've initiated that now it's going to be released. Okay, when it comes to like yourself, but this is about your relationships, and you've got Jupiter in your 3rd house. So this is going to be a bit of a wild ride for you, because you can have some deep downloads that come now. You know, this is about your mindset. This is about how you communicate. So this is about communicating in your partnerships. This is about you being truthful. If something's not working, now it's time to release it. If something is working, now will be the time to change it up. Try something different. You know, but as long as you're being honest, and you could also find, there could be some secrets that come up, Sagittarius, in your relationships. This could be, you know, if someone is working against you, you could find out about it. You know, if you've got secrets, it could be found out, or if your partner has secrets as well. But nevertheless, this is a positive time for positive communication, Sagittarius. And the card that you have is nothing is set in stone. So whatever comes up now in your relationship, Sagittarius, nothing is set in stone. If you've made plans, if you want to go do any short distance travel, if you want to do something with your partner, nothing is really set in stone. And I feel that this card came for you, Sagittarius, because this is a bit of a whirlwind. You have the full moon, you have the new moon in your sign for the next 6 months. And this is a lot of changeable energy. And this card is a mutable moon card anyway. So go with the flow like you always have done. Capricorn. This is in your 6th house. Okay, this is in your 6th house. So this is, and with the Jupiter in your 2nd house. So this being in your 6th house, Capricorn, this is about you releasing any unhealthy habits that you have. Okay, this is being honest and being ready to release it. You know, because if you don't initiate it, something can come up for you to work with it. So some of you may decide that you may want to go like on a different route when it comes to like doctors, medicine in any way. You know, you may decide, oh, you know, that honey and lemon people talk about, I might actually decide to do it because I'm working so hard with Jupiter in your second house of money. You know, this, you know, any routines that you set for yourself now, this can actually help. You know, if you're looking to earn money in a different way, but your health is not on point, this is going to be revealed now. And if some of you are finding that, you know, money is not rolling in like that, it's maybe time to look at your routines. Are you working with your energy, but also are you working to that deadline that you've probably set to yourself? So I feel for a lot of you Capricorns, you know, I feel some of you are actually really ready to be healthy, be your optimate best, because, you know, healthy mind, healthy body, and this could also help bring in new income. And I feel some of you also going to be looking at your, you know, your creative skill set as well. But definitely with your health and your routines is going to be highlighted here. And the card you have is an end of a tough new cycle approaches. It's actually a full moon in Capricorn card. So it's the end of a tough new cycle, Capricorn. I feel like you in Cancer, you've been through a lot with this the North Node in with Gemini and Sagittarius. This is a really like played on your emotional, spiritual state and also your health. And this is like an ending to like any issues that you've had within your spirituality, within your your daily routines. So I feel that, you know, this is the end of a tough new cycle and a new cycle begins, because also we have Venus, which is going in your retrograde, and we also have the sun going in your sign. So I feel that a lot of you may be really ready for this new beginning. Aquarius, this is so yeah, so even like in your mindset, Aquarius, there could be you feeling, okay, I've always wanted to like try to, you know, I always wanted to try to say this, I've always wanted to like perform this, I've always wanted to bring this out into the world. What's stopping me? So there could be some questions that come for you now to step outside your comfort zone. And last but not least, we have Pisces. And this is in your 4th house, Pisces, with the Jupiter in your 12th house. So you may feel this, you know, again, you may feel this very sensitive, but also Pisces, you are, you know, you've got Jupiter's going into your sign, okay? And with Jupiter being in your 12th house, this is like your house. So you're going to definitely be at home. With it being in your 4th house, there's a lot of releasing energy when it comes to things to do like your home. So this could be you actually sort of daydreaming about how you want your home to look like. Or, you know, just imagining what you could be doing. This is now the time to do it. Some of you could even initiate, there might be some skills that you guys want to learn. I feel like the water signs, especially because of the North Node, especially you Pisces, the North Node was in your 4th house. And I feel there's a lot of skills that you guys maybe have wanted to do and you started to do it. Or, you know, now is the time that, you know, you've learned this skill. Now you want to move on to something else. But also it's to do with the home as well. So I feel there's more stuff that you guys may want to do within the home. So you've done the skills. So maybe it's time to like put some Christmas decorations up, do something a little bit different. You know, the 12th house is going to be helping you with your dreams and your creativity and your spirituality. So really go there, dream big, you know, dream big. What do you actually want to do? You know, have you not been as creative as you want to be? Now you can do it because a lot of you are at home. But also, I feel some of you Pisces are also obviously waiting for Jupiter to actually go into your sign. So yeah, and I feel that, you know, there's going to be a lot of changes when it comes to the home for a lot of you Pisces, but also in your job as well. I feel that because this is Jupiter led, anything that you envision, anything that you want, it can happen as long as you take action. if you want something to change in the home, you've just got to take action, Pisces, because all will go well. And the card that you have is you're very close to achieving your goals. And it's a gibbous moon. So I feel with you Pisces, a lot of dreams that you guys want. A lot of dreams. But some of you may be just reluctant to pursue it. So any goals or dreams, remember this is about endings. So there's about new old goals being released and new goals coming in. You just have to put the work in. You know, your dreams are the stuff of legend, Pisces. Real the stuff of legends. I feel a lot of the signs would love to have the dreams and creativity that you have, but they have more drive. So I feel it's a huge wrapping up for a lot of you. If a lot of you Pisces have done the work, especially when during the North Node was in your 4th house, you've done the work as in, you know, you've created at home, you've learnt new skills at home. This is like the ending of it now. You know, you're going to be putting these skills to good use. Okay. So guys, that's it. That was the full moon Gemini for all of the signs tarot. Thank you very much for listening. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. You know, feel free to let me write in the comment section if this has resonated with you. And also don't forget to check out Empath Butterflies Tarot, who does readings, love readings for the signs. So yes, this was the full moon in Gemini tarot, guys. And I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.